Hello, church. I hope this finds you well. I don't know about you, but my concept of time this year has been just a little off. Way back in March and April, it felt like time was standing still. I can remember joking about it being March the 78th. Now it feels as if summer and all of fall have been a blur, and we're finding ourselves in December and rushing headlong into Christmas and a whole new year. So I'm thankful for this Advent season, for this Advent season as a season of pausing and preparing and marking time. This year, for the first time in a long time, we've pulled out some of our decorations that count down the days until Christmas. And we've also, for the first time in a long time, bought some of those Advent calendars that you can get at Smith's with little chocolates in them so that every day we can mark that we are one day closer to Christmas. With Advent calendars and Christmas countdowns, we can mark the days until Christmas, and that feels in such an abnormal, out of time, irregular time to be so fundamentally, so foundationally normal. It feels as if there is a regularity to the march of time in this season, a regularity that it feels as if we've been lacking for some time now. But truth be told, Advent is itself a weird time, isn't it? We're looking ahead with great expectation and great anticipation, but we're looking ahead into the future for the celebration of an event that has already happened in the distant, distant past. We're both adding up the days and counting down the days. We're moving forward, hopefully, even as we're looking backward over our shoulder, one day at a time. But I think there's a powerful lesson, a powerful reminder in that as well. There's a Charles Wesley hymn that opens with these words: "Let earth and heaven combine, angels and men agree, to praise in songs divine the incarnate deity, our God contracted to a span, incomprehensibly made man." Our God, timeless, beyond our comprehension of time, contracted to a span, a moment, a life, a lifetime. Our God, unlimited, unchanging, undimmed by the passing of time, incomprehensibly taking on our flesh, our form, our fears, our struggles, our suffering, our pain, and yes, even our death. This is what incarnation means. This is what the birth of Jesus means, that somehow God deigned to step out of the timelessness and eternity to make God's glory known, to rescue us, to redeem us, and to redeem our time. There's a Chesterton poem titled "Christ the Light," and I think it captures a bit of the out of time, timelessness, and timeliness of this season. The Christ child lay on Mary's lap. His hair was like a light. Oh, weary, weary were the world, but here is all aright. The Christ child lay on Mary's breast. His hair was like a star. Oh, stern and cunning are the kings, but here the true hearts are. The Christ child lay on Mary's heart. His hair was like a fire. Oh, weary, weary is the world, but here the world's desire. What I love about this poem, and what's not to love about Chesterton, is that he captures the out of timeliness of this season, this both looking back into the past and being here right now in the present. He talks about the Christ child, how he lay on Mary's lap, on her breast, on her heart, how his hair was like a light, how it was like a star, how it was like a fire. But then there's this echo, this weary, weary world. And in this weary, weary world, here is all aright. When stern and cunning are the kings, here are hearts true. And here, in our weary, weary world, is the desire of us all. My hope, my prayer for this season, for this time out of time, is that we all take the time to consider and celebrate and cherish the gift of God's love come to us out of time in the Christ child. That we set our hearts not on the brokenness of our present world, and it sure feels broken, but that we remind ourselves that healing has come, that it is come, and that healing will yet come for all of us. Merry Christmas and God bless.
Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the ministry here at Christ United Methodist Church, please consider sending a check to Christ UMC at 6200 Gibson Boulevard, Southeast Albuquerque.